it's time to create form and put it on the home page. So here's what we're going to do. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Forms, and then when you're at Forms, you're going to click Duplicate. So once you click Duplicate, it's going to create a form over here underneath it. It'll say Appointment Request Form with like a number 1 next to it. What you do then is you go to Settings, Form Settings, and once you're in Form Settings, you're going to add the word Home Page over there so you know where the form is located when you're tracking the information. Everything else stays exactly the same, and you click Form, Update Form Settings, and you are set. Next thing is you're going to edit. When you edit the form, you're going to notice some things side by side. So I'm going to put this one over here. I'm going to get the other form, the old form, the original appointment request form, and I'm going to put it next to it so you can see the differences in what I did, what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll put this here. Hold on 1 second, and here we are set. So if you'll notice over here, why am I on widgets? Oh, boom. Okay. So it says reason. So first thing I do is I delete the HTML content over here. Just get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. It's done, finished. Reason for appointment, I changed it to the word reason, and I also made it required. The other thing I did is that over here you'll notice that there's text in the description. Delete the description. You do not need it. It's a waste. And it makes it fatter, heavier. All right, next up, what I did differently is preferred date and time. I just made a date / time like that. It stays exactly the same. There's no real difference over here. It's the same thing. Just, you know. Sorry. I also went ahead and I deleted the text. Boom. Delete the description, and it'll look exactly the same as it does over here. Next up is new versus returning. Notice it says patient type. I didn't care about patient type. I New or returning. That's all you need to do. And you need to get rid of the please let us know your new existing patient. So again, what you do is you open it up, you get rid of the description. Now what I did differently over here as well is under advanced, so under appearance, custom CSS class, make it GF underscore LIST underscore 2COL. What that will do is it'll take the new patient or returning patient and put them side by side. And it's going to be a wonderful thing because what happens is you end up with talk to your web shores and you end up with a wonderful thing that's going on over here. So while that's loading up, I'm going to continue over here. So it's GF underscore LIST list underscore 2COL. Here, so check this out. Look what happens. Side by side. New patient, returning patient, side by side. It's a wonderful thing. It makes it so much easier. And again, remember to check off that it is mandatory. It's required. Next up, under that was name. Same thing. It's already there. You're all set. Nothing to change there. What I did differently is you'll notice this phone, email, best time to reach for confirmation, contents. I just deleted the contents immediately. You don't need it. What I did do differently over here, you'll notice, is that on the new one, I have an appointment confirmation. Phone, email. So what I did was I made them conditional here. So I do appointment confirmation. That I did was I took radio buttons and I dragged it out over here. And once you do that, it shows you this thing. You type in appointment confirmation and you make your choices. You put in phone, you put in email. If you want to add another choice, you can put a plus. You want to take one away, put a minus. It's required. And again, appearance, GF underscore list underscore 2COL. So that way it goes side by side. All right. Okay, on to the next thing. This is where it gets fun. Phone. It's already phone. You already have the phone number there. So everything's set the way it should be with required. What you're doing differently over here is you go to advanced and you're enabling conditional logic. Show this field if all the following match appointment confirmation is phone, right? Because you need it. Then next up, best time to be reached for confirmation. It's already here. The way it's set up over here perfectly. All you're doing here again is you're going to advanced conditional logic, show if all appointment confirmation is phone, and then it's going to show up. Email, same thing. Emails are always set the way it should be. It always everything done. The difference is advanced. Check off, show all if appointment is email. Now what that does, and you're going to save it, and everything is going to look nice. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up with this. You fill out the, now what I did for the home page to get this on is as follows. You go into your page builder. This is SSL, so since it's SSL, you'll notice it's kind of weird. It doesn't have the ecpbuilder.com anymore. You just have that black bar the way that ecpbuilder.com had it, and you're just going to click edit page, and you're here. So what I do is I give it its own column. I put request appointment. I really should have had them together in the same box. It's a little clumsy like this. See, it's over there like that. I'm going to take this out through text. I'm not a fan of, okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get rid of this. And then I'm going to show you over here what I did is it's a gravity form. It's very simple. I'm going to put this over here, enter, it's all set. Here. So it's a gravity form ID. This one is 19. How do you know what ID is? When you look at the form itself, it says it right over here, ID number 9 or ID 19, whatever the form's ID number is. In our case, we're using this one was 19, gravity form ID 19, false. We don't need description or any of that stuff. And I click save, and look what happens. Boom, it populates over here, and I click done. And I publish the changes. Let's see what happens. And there it is. Now what's cool is if I click new page, if I click phone, look what happens. Phone the best time to be reached for confirmation. We didn't need this stuff for email. And if I click email, boom, I just put in my email and then I submit. Now let's go back into the forms area. So now I'm back on, I want to leave this site. I don't need this one. Okay, so I'm on this one. So I'm going into settings and I'm going into confirmations. Okay. So the other thing you can do with the forms is for confirmations, you can have it go to text. Thanks for contacting us. You can click on page. You can select the page on the website. So when someone finishes their forms and everything, finishes their appointments, you can send them straight to, let's say, if they had patient forms, you can send them directly there. Heck, you can click on redirect and redirect them to if you practice uses what's it called again, any kind of those companies where they have the patient forms online. You can redirect them directly to that URL as well. And you can save that confirmation. Notifications, I would always just double check and make sure that it's either admin or wherever it's supposed to go. All right. So now that we did all this stuff, we got everything set up. Now I'm going to show you how to get it onto the sidebar. You go into admin, you go into widgets. And then in widgets, you go to sidebar. You have to add a visual editor. Just drag it over like that. So weird. Why did it do that? That's good. 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 Yay. And what I do is I put the gravity form here like usual. But what's different is I want to make sure that there's color behind it so people know that there's a form. So you do this arrow, div space style equals. Here, let me make it nice and big so you can see it. This is it. You need to have this. Div style equals background color, and then you put your color in there. It can be any color you want. This can be any hex color you want. Request appointment, gravity form ID, and false, right? And then you close the div. And once you do that, what it looks like is as follows. It's going to look something like this. Boom. Request, there it is on the side of the page. Request appointment. Reason, preferred date, time, side by side. Looks nice. First, last, phone, email. And you're done. They click submit and you're done. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Bye.